Hello, this is our final discussion for this class. I hope you all have had a good time and learned lots of valuable information. By the way, my name is Bill Roney. Nice to meet you. Good morning. And today's video is sponsored by flannels. For when it gets a little chilly out there, and you need something to warm up, flannels, they're your best friends. All right, so changes in the classroom. Now, changes in the classroom is a constant. There's a couple links, including a old famous line, which basically means no matter how much things changes, they're still the same. And the connotation. All right. So the question really is on the discussion: is it a small change? Is it a moderate change? Or is it a big change? Because it could be could be one, two, three, or all of them. Some stuff is minor changes, some stuff is moderate changes, and some stuff can be a drastic change going on in your school. One of the things I did like in one of the articles I read, Pete the Skeptic, they, you don't want a board that's basically, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. You need some people that will question it. Now, what type of questions is the important part. Never dismiss them. If you can't come up with a proper answer, then maybe that question is linking up something that's was left out or flawed in the changes you're about to procure or start. So you might have to go and, well, I need to take a look at this and see if it might be a problem, either for the teaching staff, the academia group, the students, and many variety of areas. So you still need a skeptic in the group, but you also don't need somebody that's anti-change altogether. Those people you don't need. And you also don't need somebody that's let's change it whenever there's something new, a new theory comes up. They're ready to change everything. No, you don't need those people either. You need people that are moderate. Now, how you do the changes, it like I said, it depends on what type of change is occurring. Is it a minor change? We're changing the test format. Okay, how are we changing? Well, we're going from paper to digital, as an example. Oh, so same test. It's just instead of them coming into the classroom, pencils, number two pencils, and coloring in the bubbles to turn the test in, or answering the questions. They're going online, so that way it makes it easier for the teacher to grade. But here's the problem with it: if it make me easier to teach the grade, it can also make it easier to hack. When if you take technology in the classroom, one of the sections it talks about is way students will try to cheat on in the technology realm, and not even just the technology realm, bringing in technology into the classroom without your knowing to cheat on a exam or a test. I taught several big exams, not just the SAT, but I've also taught tested IELTS exams, the EPIC exam. EPIC is the program for Busan, South Korea. Their school board's called EPIC. And I also taught the college entrance exam. Not just taught, test was part of the testing area, and the final exams, which here in the United States, some of those that I've taught will can show you the horrors of those exams. So that was minor, mid, and major. All right, total change of textbooks can be medium to major. Is it a total change of a textbook, or we're just upgrading it to a newer textbook? Upgrading it to a new textbook that maybe adds more technology. And that's moderate to hard, major changes. Like I said, you need to bring it to the staff in a friendly form. Let them play with it. Say, my personal view is we're going to make some changes. Before we tell you what the changes are, I mean, go into the changes, we are going to give you what the new changes are going to be and give you a few days to play with it. Like, say, oh, we're adding audio or some type of a discussion board where students can post videos, listen to other videos, or online assignments. Um, they can listen to it. They can see what's might be a problem, where they see good, where they see bad, where they might have issues with, and make their own list. So that way, when you do finally have a meeting with the whole staff and the teachings, they have their own list of questions they might ask. You give the basic discussion, tell them what the changes are, how they're going to be doing, how it's going to be implemented, what's the new textbook, what's the new technology, and then they can give questions that they might not understand and need a little bit more explanation. Or it might be, hey, I saw this as a problem. How do we address it? And if they bring it in a proper format where they're not being, I don't like changes, but someone that's like, hey, I want to make sure this is the best for my students, that I can implement it, that my students can understand. And that's the skeptic, what I talked about earlier. So then you get these, they have these questions, and then you got a proper discussion board where the staff and the teachers are involved in the change itself. They may not have been part of the decision making on making that changes, but at least they are felt they're part of it. And the students will have knowledge, care of their teachers that, hey, we're going to be having these changes, and they can get some feedback from the students if you want to go a little bit longer discussion on changes. And that kind of depends. Is it a university course, a high school course, middle school course, elementary, preschool, private, uh, language lab? So the elements of what is needed kind of varies on grade level, independent, university, language lab. But the articles I shared, I hope they will give you further, better answers. Thank you very much. I can't wait to listen to what you have to say and see if you provided any resources that I might have missed and can read on. But let me look at one of them for you. Managing changes in school educational technology. Um, I could list with 5 strategies for managing changes in schools. Manage the perception. That's what I was talking about earlier. Is you're going to tell them what's going on, and is it going to affect the school culture, which is number 2. Preach to skeptics. Know the history of change that have happened in the past. How bad or how good was the change in the school, or the staff was changed previously received poorly and did badly, or did it do good? And it can really help and with the new changes. And be wary of preconceived conceptions. Change itself has an element to it. And you're going to have to be flexible when you're going to implement changes or encouraging changes, because everybody has their own opinion. And like I said, the word change, how much of the change is going to be, can be hard on people. So thank you very much. And like I said, hope I can get some good information from others in the class. And I hope I have shared enough information with you, plus the articles as the supplements or the main item to read and learn from.